Yes.
The reason why I said the cape is because as a person who rhymes, you are considered one of the superheroes of the inner city. Do you know that? Do you know that?
I mean, I like to think sometimes, you know, I mean, I know people watching you. You know, there's more people who know you than you know them. So you gotta take notice and take conscience into what you do, in the sense of, like, you know, because there may be some younger cats watching you, and maybe even just mature, older cats, whatever. But, you know, hopefully your words have some weight, and you can, you know, guide somebody to some type of different path to do something right. Maybe, you know.
That's very humble. But I'm not gonna let you lay there and just say the humble stuff.
Okay.
Fuck shit. Listen. When you were a young man, who did you look up to?
Oh, wow. You know, honestly, I mean, I have visions. I wanted to be a big time drug dealer.
Okay,
you know
wait, stop right there.
So,
because that's what you saw. Or if a young man doesn't see a drug dealer, who does he see that he wants to be?
Maybe. I'm gonna be honest, my gym teacher, you know, shout out to Mr. McGee, he was looking fly, you know, coming to school with sweatsuits and shit.
Okay, so that's style.
Yeah.
Who represents the style besides the drug dealer?
Hip hop.
The rapper.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for the drug dealer, the rapper, or the athlete, young men in the industry, in the city really didn't have people to look up to. So you're setting the standard of the hero that these young people are looking towards. Like I said, I'm not gonna let you sit there and just talk humble about what you do, because it's very important. And you're a barber.
True.
I'm gonna tell you something about yourself that you didn't even know. There's people who read the Bible, right? I'm one of them. There were books that were taken out of the Bible. You knew that, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Called the Apocrypha. You knew about that?
Nah, I didn't know that. You schooling me on something. But I knew there was some books that was taken out of it. You know what I mean?
And in the Apocrypha, there's a book called Ecclesiasticus, which is also called the Book of Sirach, which is wise words like Proverbs. And in that book, it says that there are two jobs that are very important in a man's life. That if a person does this job, you give them the highest respect because they keep you on your toes. Guess what those two jobs are? Your barber and your apothecary.
Wow.
I think it's an apothecary, or apothecary is the barber.
Okay.
Why?
Wow.
Why is that important? Because a doctor gives you inner health, so you can walk in confidence. The barber gives you outer health, because you're fly, your beard right, you gotta, who don't want to look good with a shape up and have girls like, oh, you know, you look nice. Yeah, so you keep them looking fly that way. Then as an MC, you set the standard of fly, because you know how to use your words, and you got some type of swag that people want to emulate. That's why Big Daddy Kane is a hero. Am I lying?
You ain't lying.
That's why LL Cool J was a hero. And for the West Coast, that's why Eazy-E was a hero, because he made the gangster look fly, and he went legit and had a business. So your job, or what you do, is so impactful that I can't let you sit on that couch and be humble with it, because you're doing something that's changing the world.
Damn, word up. I appreciate that, man. Word up.
Not only that, you said therapy. We go through PTSD from the day we come out the womb. Did a black doctor deliver you?
I don't know.
Probably not. But then you got to live life. And you were indoctrinated in PTSD from the door.
Yeah. Wow.
When you were younger, who was your favorite superhero? Hey boy, like heroes, whether it was wrestling, cartoons, whatever. Who was your favorite? What's one of your favorite things?
I mean, Rakim inspired me to want to rap. Music. Yeah, music. But as far as superheroes, as a kid, a little kid, you know, Batman.
Okay, so pause right there. Yeah. Batman's superpower is white supremacy. Because he's rich, he could do what he want, he can have sex with anybody he wants, and he has unlimited amounts of income. So when you saw Batman, you was like, damn, I wish I was Batman.
Yeah.
But kids nowadays see Black Panther and they say, I am Black Panther. So now when they see you, they're gonna be like, I am Steady Roc. I can get up there and do what he do. And he's from my city.
Yeah.
Ain't that what you said when you saw people from your city? Like, yo, he from my city, he did that?
I can do it.
I could do it.
That's definitely how I always looked at situations, man. I mean, when I seen that video, when I seen the Vapors video and you know, Biz Markie and
Cool V,
the record style, I'm like, that's vocals. Like, oh shit, like, yo, I can do this. You know what I mean? And yeah, definitely. I agree with you on that, man. I mean, I always say what one man has done, another man can do. So that's the only proof I need is to see somebody, especially if it's somebody that I know that, you know, he's from where I'm from. So it's possible. You can't tell me it ain't impossible. So, you know.
So every rhyme, I don't care if you rhyme about murder, I do. But whether it's a rhyme about murder to a rhyme about consciousness, everything you do, somebody's watching you.
Yeah, you're right.
And influence. I don't believe in part of my language, bitch assness. I don't believe in Charles Barkley's and them like, I'm not a role model. Yes, you are. Because you're the template of someone who looks like you from a bad or unequal circumstance that's looking to elevate. That's why your records are important. That's why your story of where you from, where you've been to, and where you are now is important. And that's why songs like Much Respect is very important. Tell me about that record and why you made it.
Thank you. Yeah, that was just a tribute to, you know, because being a young black man, sometimes father figures ain't there, you know what I mean? And you got strong women just, you know, doing what they got to do. And I felt like it was a way to give back and tribute to the situation of, like, you know, my grandmama raised me. My mama wasn't there, but, you know, she was there, but she wasn't. And it was just a lot of, I seen growing up, a lot of powerful women that I seen that was like, yo, doing their thing. And I felt as though if there's some way that I can do my part and say, much respect to y'all, you know what I mean, for what y'all do. And yeah, because I believe, you know, a society where the woman is successful and educated, the whole community follows that suit, you know what I mean, as far as the kids and everything, you know what I mean. When the women is educated and aware of things, it, you know, the community follows in that you know, that essence. And, you know, it was, you know, coming up, you know, when the fathers were there, my father wasn't there at all, you know what I mean. I mean, when I was 80, he died, and that's a whole nother long, you've been doing your research. But yeah, so, you know, it was just to give tribute to the women that I've seen in my life. So I told that story about multiple women, but through the eyes of one woman, you know what I mean? But it was about multiple women that I knew in my life, whether it was friends, even, you know, some women that I previously dated, I learned from them, you know, because you learn from all of them. But just so much respect to, like, you know, yo, man, our women is who we gotta empower, you know, really empower them as much as we can, because powerful women in the community, they are the glue, you know?
Yes and no.
Yeah, okay, but
yes, because we do need to respect our women, but we also have to be respectful ourselves.
Yes, yeah.
And the one thing I don't like about how we're going in society, how do you feel about people saying they want to get rid of Father's Day because mothers are playing the father's role?
Nah, I mean, I don't never think we should get rid of Father's Day, because I'm a father, and I'm like, I need that day. I mean, it's important. Like, I don't, yeah, I don't know if we should. No, I don't agree with getting rid of it, but I think that we should enlighten so that our women don't have to play the
exactly
the father role, and we, you know, we step up to the plate and do our thing, you know.
Partnership.
Yeah.
But part of the PTSD and the therapy that you need hip hop for is because our people were bred to be apathetic and opposing. Let me tell you a lie you were taught that you didn't even know was a lie.
Go ahead.
Are women the opposite sex?
I mean, from what I've learned, they are.
So that means if they're opposites, they can't attract. Think about that. Opposite. Because if it's opposite, oppose means to war. Do we war with women? No. We complement. That's how we fit together to create life.
Okay, true.
One goes in, you unlock the door of life, and out comes the creation.
Deep.
So we were taught to oppose, we were never taught to compliment. That's why when you're nice to a woman, you're weird. But the thug ass nigga who just say what he say, mean what he mean, that's appreciated. Yeah. But the nice guy is just a sterile. Yeah. Think about that. And when it comes to our hip hop, if it ain't boom bap, it ain't hot. If it ain't about the street and you killing somebody, it ain't hot. I can't make money off of it. Why do I have to make songs about destroying my community to make money? Well, I got people like Steady Roc, who makes songs about appreciating women, and every woman in the video had glasses on, which was bugged out. You know what I'm saying? Why does somebody like Steady Roc can make a song about street cred, which is about how I was in the street, but life is bigger than the street, and they can't get that play? Because PTSD, or post-traumatic slavery disorder, tells you who you are not rather than who you are. And I thank you for making the music that you make, because if you did not make it, then that's another voice not being heard. What is the most important thing to you, being listened to or being heard?
I would say being heard, right? Yeah, you know, because I mean, well, no, listen to. If there's a difference,
see,
and so I'm trying to. If you listen to somebody, I mean, I think you what is it like? You understanding what's going on. If you just hearing it, it's like I can hear sounds all day. It's like they go in and go out, you know. But if I take time and listen to it, it's like I'm really, you know, like digesting what's coming out, what's coming from that sound and whatnot, because I'm listening to it. So I guess I would rather be listened to, you know what I mean, to get something out of it. You know, I mean, look, at the same time, a lot of times, you know, I think people will put me in the category, say I'm conscious and stuff, and a lot of times, I don't think I'm that deep in my own mind, but when I start writing and the words come out and you hear it, and I appreciate the people that do listen to it and get something from it and think it's deep, I'll be like, yo, that's dope, thank you, because I truly make the music for me. Like I said, it's my therapy, and I appreciate everybody that listens to it and they can get whatever they get for it, but it really be for me, you know what I mean, to get things off my mind, to get things off my chest, you know, to say how I feel and, you know, all of that good stuff, and I appreciate everyone, trust me, everyone that listens to it and gets something from it, thank you, you know what I mean?
But I'm gonna tell you this, you are deep, because the deepest part of you is your story. And I'm gonna ask you the question, what's the most perfect story and the best story ever written?
I would say the story of the, you know, I mean, I would say the stories in the Quran, you know what I mean, and different things like that from the hadiths and things, you know what I mean. But yeah, the story of life, I guess, you know what I mean, and we still trying to figure it out, like. Not
the story of life, your story of life, because that's the only book that's always open, that's constantly being written, that nobody knows the ending to. Wow. And you dictate the story. Thank you for watching our presentation. We ask that you subscribe to our YouTube family and hit the notification bell for updates. Please like, comment, and share this video.
Real hip hop. Real